Hey y'all, I don't guess I expect many people to come on here, but I figure if I'm going to continue to work on this channel, I will do a little something every now and again. Anyhow, it's Saturday. I do have my regular live stream tonight on my other channel, main channel. This is, it should be on YouTube Police. Anyhow, we just leaving Mom and Daddy's. We got to go by the Dollar General and get Tammy's. See, when it's trying to pick up the Wi-Fi, it doesn't work as well, so I have to cut off my Wi-Fi.
I see now it's still messed up.
It's still messed up?
Well, I mean, it's kind of squiggly.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't help that it's squiggly.
And I can't hear you. There you go.
I'm sorry, I can't. All right. Well, apparently it's working now. Of course, I'm getting closer to town anyhow. Seems like that would be where it would be most effective anyhow, as far as having a signal. Hey, I'm just putting something up here to be putting something up here. Although I will tell y'all a story. Let me tell you a little story about what happened. All right. Some of y'all may already know that I'm getting close to retirement. And so I'm working a lot of hours, putting some more money into retirement accounts, and I'm paying attention to what the stock market is doing because I'm investing in stocks. Well, I was looking at one of my stocks. CoreWeave is that particular stock that I bought some of. And no, I'm not an investment person. I don't have any certification towards investments or, anything like that. I'm just a normal person who picked a stock that hoping it goes up. Well, it's been booming. In fact, my stock, I ain't gonna say how it's up good. Anyhow, Friday, yesterday, there was it went up about 15, 20, I think at its peak yesterday, it was up about $20 a share. And so now it trailed off a little bit at the end of the day, but it still ended up, $15 ahead of where it ended the day before. And I got to, I have a tendency to look through what news and see if there's anything current on the news about that particular stock. And down at the bottom, there's an article by Reuters. And Reuters had said that the price had dropped. The price had dropped at the end. Well, I looked at the thing and it was still up $15 from the previous close. But yet at the end of it, like the last just a little bit, it came down a little bit from the, I think that was its highest priced ever. Anyhow, so it didn't end on its highest point, but it was still down or up. It was still up about $15 over the previous day. And the article framed it by saying that the stock closed lower because of concerns about inflation. Well, if you've been paying attention here recently, inflation dropped more last month than it had in the previous 4 years. So by saying that it's concerned about inflation and that it dropped, technically it did drop a little bit at the end of the day, but it was still up like 20% over the previous day, or 22%, 24%, something like that. I don't know what the exact number is, but it was considerably higher than the previous close. The only reason why anybody would frame it that way would be to stress people out about, the economy, about, there's obvious. Well, anyhow, and that's not the end of the story. The fact is that, I was annoyed by the article, and I showed the article to my mother. Then I showed her where the stock was, and then, hey Arlene, good to see you, darling. I can't see everybody on here. Hey Nightbot, hey Arlene, hey Elfish Tanks. Anyhow, so I went to go show the article to my father. We were over visiting Mom and Daddy, and I went to go show the article to my father, and the article disappeared. Well, I was trying to discuss with Dad the way, I believe the media paints a picture and it says things in such a way as to get a desired effect. They want you to believe one way or another. Hey, Marines and Army Mom. Anyhow, that's just what they do. It's all about clickbait. It's all about, they have motives. They've got, motives behind what they do and why they do it. Anyhow, so I went through, and that's kind of cool. Gear 1 for Gear 1 Dad. I don't know, that's the tag. And there's a Vaden 7. Isn't that Vaden? Isn't that one of those fighting video games from way back when?
There's a Vaden, Mississippi.
There's a Vaden, Mississippi? Okay. No, I'm thinking Raiden. There was a Raiden character, and finish him. Yeah, it's up ahead. But didn't want to.
Awesome.
Anyhow, so I went to go show the article to my father, just to show how manipulative the media can be. It's right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
To show how manipulative the media can be. Well, the article disappeared. Literally between showing it to my mother and walking over to my father, the article on my phone disappeared. I looked for it up and down, searched it 3 or 4 times. I was upset about it. I was complaining about it. And I looked again. All of a sudden, it was there. Again. It reappeared on my phone. What do you think? Over here? Or?
Oh, you can start right here.
Right here ought to be good. Anyhow, it reappeared, literally reappeared on my phone. I just thought it was weird that it was there. I think the purpose for it was maybe some political thing, try to paint the current economy a certain way. I guess it didn't figure on me being, informed about what's going on. Hey, how's it going, Molly? Good to see you. Bud Files, Sue, good to see you, darling. Anyhow, I have been watching some of the news, which is weird because I never did before. I spent 56 years of my life, trying to avoid the news. But I guess in the last 4, I watched, for that matter, I just, within the last year, started paying attention to any news. Anyhow, but it reappeared. Your phone listens to you. Your phone is literally actively listening, probably better than your spouse does. I know I try to listen to Tammy, and I mostly do. But sometimes, sometimes I zone out. I think most people do. I try, but let's face it, sometimes when the conversation is about the same thing over and over and over again, I try to listen. but I'm not very good at that sometimes. Of course, same thing happens when I'm listening to Eddie. You hear him say the same thing over again, and he's like, what is it? He says things to kind of push your button, and sometimes I just got to say, okay, yeah, okay, okay. He gets mad at me when I do that. Hey, good to see you, Chef. Thanks for tapping in, brother. But that your phone listens to you, and it manipulates things on there. You know, if you call the phone out on something, it may pull it away and act like it didn't happen. But then when you complain about it taking it away, it added it back. That was just so weird to me. Because I didn't change anything on the phone. I didn't touch any buttons. I didn't do anything. I was, pointed out the article to my mother, complained a little bit about it, the framing of the news story. Then I went to go show it to my father, and it was gone. It was just like magic. That's right, Molly. It's weird. I guess it's just like if you mention one product, a lot of times the next thing you know, you'll be seeing advertisements for that product. Don't think that this little thing we carry with us, this phone, ain't paying attention. It is. It's gathering information to try and sell you stuff, I guess, or try to frame your frame of mind, to change it, manipulate it, mold it. You can't let it do that. Sometimes you just got to turn it off. Although I don't know what else I'm going to do for entertainment. Anyhow, I guess I could just go through and do more live streams. I got to find something else to do, though. Because this, I do like watching some of these videos that talks about, stuff that you don't see anymore from the 80s, what have you. Saw one thing today that was talking about a kid asked their mama, their daddy, said, "Daddy, what apps did you watch on your phone when you were growing up?" I had a window, was the response. I thought that was funny. Let's see. Hey, Dougie Doug, good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming in. But be careful out there. Do not allow, try to keep from allowing it to change or adapt your what you know to be as true. The fact is that if you don't have a good core, if you do not have a good foundation, it's like the old saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Oh, hey, Danny. Greetings. Hey, how you doing? Anyhow, by the way, y'all make sure you connect. I think most everybody in here is a mod. Should be able to connect with the other, and I know Arlene's bound to be dropping links. She's really good at that. But you got, I think at our core, we can all get along. Most everything ain't worth getting upset about. And that's the God's honest truth. The fact is, why let it drag you into an argument that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on? I'll have to look that up. Dave Sunstorm. I'll try to say that right. There's a lot of good stuff on here that's worth watching. A lot of stuff. I do tend to be a little bit nostalgic with it. But, seems like it was just yesterday, but, I read where somebody showed, was asked, I saw, what was it? I guess it was a meme. where they showed a rotary phone and pointed out the fact that people don't know how to use rotary phones. Makes sense. Nobody uses them anymore. But some kid asked his daddy, how do you text on that? On a rotary phone. I thought that was kind of funny. Anyhow, I'm just trying to do something on this channel at the moment, and I'm just thinking that this channel is not my main channel. My other channel is monetized. I've considered giving up the monetization on it. It's not like it really does anything for me, but the connections, the people, the friends, those are fun. So, yes, Nightbot, Devil Dog is good people. Anyhow, maybe I need to modify my Nightbot. It sometimes puts out too many comments. I tried to separate the timers, but it is what it is. Be careful out there. Don't let the AI. Now, don't get me wrong, AI is coming. And the algorithms that they've got out there can lead you down some weird paths. I heard about one where they was just loading up a tablet on some cartoon characters, and it led to some really gross stuff. Because people would tend to put a tablet in front of their children and just let it play. You got to be mindful of things. I don't have any kids. It's not like I've ever had to worry about that stuff. But if you are a parent, please make sure your children, know what's going on in their life. Talk with them. Maybe limit their. Hey, but that's just my opinion. What can I say about it? I ain't no parent. Anyhow, thank y'all for tuning in, and hopefully, hey, Devil Dog will be live tonight at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, I'll see y'all there. I will be live on my main channel, Belt Loop 29, at 8:30. I expect 8:30. Sometimes go live a little earlier, just because Eddie sometimes wants to close it down early. Thank y'all for coming in. God bless you. With that, we're going to end it. We end in 3, 2, 1.